Somraj. I am a second year undergraduate student in the Department of Biotechnology. I am from Noida. I am a boarder of Nehru Hall of Residence. I am contesting for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural, Technology Student Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur for the academic session 2012-2013. During my past 2 years of stay at IIT Kharagpur, I have participated in a plethora of Gymkhana activities. As a core organizing team member of Springfest 2012, I worked on the three major facets of the fest, namely sponsorship, events, and publicity. On the sponsorship front, I was responsible for securing sponsorship worth rupees 1.45 lakhs for the fest. On the events front, I was responsible for pre-fest planning of curtain call and destination outlet. It may be noted that Destination Outlet covers 10 events which are held during the span of the fest. As a part of the literary team, I worked on Vani, Springfest News Agency, and I am currently working on Souvenir for Springfest 2012. On the publicity front, I publicized the fest in colleges of Delhi and Kolkata, and there was a marked increase in participation in Kolkata by 30% compared to last year. During the fest, I was a part of the guest reception team and was instrumental in reducing the budget of guest reception by 10%. From my responsibility as a core organizing team member of Springfest 2012, I have also participated in many inter-hall events. During my first year and my second year, I was a part of the inter-hall athletics team which won silver and gold respectively. I was also an inter-IIT Probal in athletics and won an individual bronze medal in Shaurya 2010. In my first year, I was a part of the English dramatics and Bengali dramatics team of Nehru Hall of Residence, which again won gold. In my second year, I was part of the inter-hall choreography team where we won silver. Thus, the overall experience and outlook gained from my 2 years of stay at IIT Kharagpur, I am confident that if elected to the post of General Secretary Social and Cultural, I will work for the welfare of student community of IIT Kharagpur with utmost dedication, sincerity and confidence.
Somraj, what are the skills that a General Secretary Social and Cultural requires and how have you displayed those skills?
Sir, there are many skills which are required in a General Secretary Social and Cultural, but the most important ones are time management, leadership skills and working as a team player. I showed leadership skills in arranging a team of 5 associate publicity members where I took them to publicity in Kolkata. In my second year, I trained a team of 5 athletes for the inter athletics meet where we won the gold. During my part as the guest reception team, I, along with another core team member, led a team of 7 volunteers to efficiently manage guest reception where we reduced the budget by 10%. My time management skills can be shown from the fact that I attended my core team meetings regularly and I also attended my inter-hall and inter-IT athletics practice.
Somraj, you said that you attended your core team meetings regularly. Isn't that a duty of a member or of any person who is there a part of the team? It is not an achievement that you have, like, everyone should be punctual because someone or the other is waiting for him.
Sir, I never mentioned it was an achievement for me, but this example shows my excellent time management skills.
Somraj, you said you had conducted publicity trips to Delhi. Could you just compare the participation figures from Delhi for last year's fest and this year's fest?
Sir, there were 70 participants from Delhi last year. This year there were 20 participants.
Could you just give us the reasons for which this happened?
Yes, sir. Last year, out of all the 76 participants from Delhi, there were 50 participants from Amity College. But this year, Amity failed to turn up because of some of the administrative problems which are existing in the college.
Somraj, so you said Amity didn't turn up this year because of their own problems, therefore the participation reduced.
Yes.
Did you take the initiative and search for more colleges in and around Delhi? I'm sure there are many colleges in Delhi which would have probably come to Springfest. How can you just say that Amity not coming is the only reason for reduction? You could have probably tried or worked even more hard to get more colleges.
Sir, publicity figures are not the only way of judging the work which is done as a publicity member. Sir, my work of publicity in all the colleges was significant enough, and I brought 20 colleges and 20 participants from colleges where they hadn't come in the previous years.
Somraj, you said that you were able to reduce the budget of GRT by 10%. What were the measures you taken to reduce the budget? What was your contribution to that?
Sir, we have a fixed time schedule which we prepare before Springfest about transport of judges. During the judges' transport, we managed the time schedule so efficiently that we were able to bring in 3 to 4 judges at once and managed to avoid more than 3 to 4 trips for bringing different judges. Also, the number of cars used in local transport were less than that of last year.
So you're saying that last year's team didn't take these measures?
Sir, the last year's team did take this measure, but in a fest as grandeur of Springfest, there is always scope for improvement.
So you mean to say that the last year the person who coordinated the guest reception from Springfest did not take these measures and he used extra cars for local transport? That's what you mean to say?
No, sir, I don't mean to say that. Sir, I don't mean to say that. What I mean is this year we managed efficiently and we were able to manage with just 3 cars instead of 4 which we use every time in Springfest.
Somraj, I hope you understand that as a General Secretary there are many responsibilities that you have to carry out, and at many points of time there will be adverse situations that you have to face. So what I want from your end is, in your stay at IIT Kharagpur or even before that, have you faced a very difficult situation in which you probably showed your leadership skills, or you took an initiative or thought with a different mindset and came out of the problem?
Yes, sir. In my school level, I was the sports captain for my school, and during my tenure as a sports captain, I took many initiatives at school level, and this shows that I can come out of any problems and lead my team through it.
Somraj, you mentioned your contributions to sports in your SOP. Can you tell me why did you actually mention them, even though you're contesting for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural?
If I'm elected as the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural, that does not mean that I won't participate in the Sports and Games General Championship. Somraj, my participation in... Sir, let me complete. My participation in sports and games activity shows that I have participated in a plethora of Gymkhana activities, as I previously mentioned in my statement of purpose.
Somraj, I have a question for you. I just wanted to know whether you have been involved in any of the social activities apart from activities in Springfest. Have you been involved in any of the social activities other than Springfest?
Yes, sir. I have participated in blood donation drives throughout my school level.
And any of the activities at IIT Kharagpur during your 2 years of stay till now?
Yes, sir. I was part of the blood donation camp during Springfest. Sir, so let me complete. Sir, please let me complete. Sir, during Springfest, I took part in the blood donation camp where I personally donated blood for the cause. And also, during Springfest, I managed the social and cultural fest.
Somraj, if you heard my question properly, my question said that other than Springfest, I wanted to know, at IIT Kharagpur, have you been involved in any of the social activities other than Springfest?
Sir, during my first year, I participated in the blood donation camp for Springfest.
Somraj, do you think taking part in social activities should be only restricted to Springfest?
No, sir, I don't believe that, because as I mentioned, in my first year, I wasn't a part of Springfest, but still I took part in a blood donation camp, and that's what I mentioned in my.
Somraj, if you become G.Sec, what steps will you take for upcoming dramatic societies?
Sorry, could you repeat?
What steps will you take for upcoming dramatic societies?
Sir, there are many different dramatic societies which are coming up right now, but the most prominent one is the Technology Telugu Dramatic Society, and they have done significant work in the past 2 years. So I believe I will take proper initiative to include them as a Gymkhana society.
So, Somraj, what will be your role in that? I mean to say, if they remove the name Telugu, or like if it will be any other, so don't you think that you are supporting regionalism over here? It can be any, you can bring some like cultural dramatic society.
No, sir, that's not including regionalism. I will try to accommodate the interest of all the students of IIT Kharagpur, as I've mentioned, and that because I mentioned my statement of purpose that I will work for the welfare of student community of IIT Kharagpur and not one single community.
Somraj, my last question for you will be, if elected as a General Secretary Social and Cultural, what is your vision for Springfest 2013, the General Championships, or the social and cultural scene on campus in general? Do you have a vision for that?
Yes, sir, I obviously have a vision for that, and that will be included in my proposals, which I will read it to you just few moments later.
Any more questions?
Thank you, sir. My first proposal is to introduce a new genre of events in Springfest 2013 under the name Bharat Kirti, which would aim at promoting the cultural heritage of India.
Hold on. Can you please have a hard copy of it?
Somraj, you may continue taking your proposal.
Yeah, please start with it.
My first proposal is to introduce a new genre of events in Springfest 2013 under the name Bharat Kirti, which would aim at presenting the cultural heritage of India. My second proposal is to open an online portfolio submission channel on the Gymkhana website, open to every faculty member so as to maintain their detailed portfolio, highlighting especially their extra academic pursuits in response to the judgment of social and cultural general championship events. My third proposal is to conduct workshops by trained professionals from outside as well as inside Kharagpur.
Somraj, you may begin with your first proposal.
Springfest has always believed in promoting culture through its events. The proposal yet again strengthens our claim, and through it, we aim to promote rich cultural heritage of the country. The new genre of events style instill in the culture of IIT Kharagpur an inseparable flavor of Indian art. The genre will cover 6 events. Dharohar. It will be the cultural connect with one of the rare preserved performing arts of our heritage. It will be a maiden initiative to present a folk dance choreography event during Springfest, which shall promote rich folk culture of the country. Darshan will be related to projection of arts, crafts, handicrafts, dimensioning India's rich cultural diversity. The exhibitions can be on handicraft exhibition, painting exhibition, sand exhibition, or puppet exhibition. Gyan will be a quiz based on India. Chalchitra will be a documentary making on a pre-decided theme of Indian culture on the lights of Lights Camera SF Springfest 2013. Lekika will be a creative writing competition, an on-spot event with submissions in Hindi and English. The topics will be given on spot. The topics shall be aimed to portray the Indian culture. Sanskriti event shall be moved to this genre. The current event, as it is taken, shall be taken through in this genre.
Somraj, I have a question for you, and I just wanted to know, you have mentioned 6 events over here, and out of these 6, how many are the ones which are newly introduced and which are entirely new, not adapted from existing events of Springfest? How many of them are they?
So the new events are exhibitions, the Gyan and the Dharohar, which is a folk choreography event.
Okay, now I have 2 questions. My question one is that you are aware of the schedule of Springfest, right? It is a very, very compact schedule.
Yes, sir.
There is very little margin for introducing new events. This is the first question. How are you going to introduce 3 new events or 4 new events into a already very tight schedule? And second, the first event, Dharohar, talks about folk dance choreography competition. Before I complete my question, I just wanted to know how many dance competitions are already existing in Springfest?
So there are 3 dance competitions already existing in Springfest.
Already existing in Springfest. So you are trying to introduce a 4th dance competition on a very tight schedule. So how are you going to encompass all of these?
Sir, if you have noticed the schedule of Springfest 2012, already there are events which are held parallelly, and I guess these events can also be conducted parallelly with other events.
Somraj, it's not about conduction of parallel events. Even each time in Springfest, there are many events which are conducted parallelly. It's about the availability of time, whether to conduct any extra events. Almost every time venues are filled up with events. There hardly any time there are venues which are not covered with events. How are you going to incorporate in that? This is what my question was actually.
Sir, it's not the case that all venues have activities occurring in them. Sir, for conducting the Gyan, which is the quiz based on India, it can be conducted in the BG-SOM at the RGSIPL auditorium. Apart from that, if you notice the schedule of Springfest 2012, the event Dharohar can be conducted in Netaji Auditorium during the event IME myself, and the IME myself event can be shifted to some another venue.
Somraj, all that you're talking, his question was how will you incorporate all these events into a tight schedule. I don't understand why is this proposal coming from a general secretary. This could have come easily from the events team who works on the social cause and introduces new events every year. Why is it necessary for a general secretary to introduce such a proposal? Why not a Springfest events team who knows probably even better and works harder on fitting the events?
Sir, it probably is the job of an events team, but still it was my initiative that I initiated this event, and so this is my proposal to initiate them.
Somraj, I appreciate the fact you have a very novel idea that you're going to start over here. I have no question on that. But my question is that don't you think this is something which you have to probably sit and discuss with the next team that is formed and see if adding these events is feasible?
Sir, you must have noticed.
Let me just complete my question first. You are deciding it. Don't you think you're deciding everything at a very early stage, and this is something that the team should sit and decide after the new team is formed?
Sir, you must have noticed from my proposal that Chalchitra and Lekhika are already based on pre-decided events, and Sanskriti is already occurs during Springfest. So the only events which have to be accommodated are Dharohar and Gyan, and the exhibitions can be conducted in any other place in IIT Kharagpur campus.
Are you aware that 2 separate organizations in Kharagpur, apart from Springfest, have conducted India quizzes in the Kharagpur campus in the last 3 years without much success, I might add?
Sir, they might have been conducted in the campus, but
are you aware of these?
Yes, sir, I'm aware of them, but they have not been conducted yet in Springfest.
Yeah, so why do you think this is a better idea? I mean, these two organizations. Do you know which organizations, by the way?
No, sir, I don't know them, but I am aware that they have been conducted in the past.
Yeah, so where you think these organizations have failed, why do you think you will succeed?
Sir, because Springfest is a social and cultural fest of IIT Kharagpur, and this quiz is based on the culture of India. That's why I think it would fit best in the culture of IIT Kharagpur.
Somraj, what is the motive behind this proposal?
Sir, as I mentioned in my proposal, the motive behind this proposal is to present the cultural heritage of India, and as Springfest is a cultural fest, it has always believed in promoting culture through its events.
So you are actually proposing a whole genre for this particular, for promoting the Indian culture.
Sir, I've grouped those events which they could show the culture of India.
Yeah, Somraj. In the mail you see, there was a question asked, is there any participation fee? But in the return mail, there is no clarification of it. So can you put some light on that?
No, sir, there will be no participation fee as the associations have agreed to do the exhibition free of cost.
So, but the question was to you, like to Siddharth B, is there any participation fee? They are asking the question.
Sir, there won't be any participation fees and the exhibition will be conducted here.
What is the name of the event exactly? It's the Dharohar or Dharovar, because you've mentioned it so many times. It's either Dharohar or Dharovar.
Sir, it's Dharohar.
Yeah, so just please take care of that next one.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Again, Somraj, I have a similar doubt again, that why isn't this proposal coming from, isn't it something that the events team should decide? Listen, you have given the entire rules of the events you are proposing right now. Isn't it something that the entire events team of Springfest should sit and decide? There are many points that would have easily been missed by you right now. Why, without the consultation of the entire events team, the past events team or the team which will be formed, have you made the proposal? There are many social issues, cultural issues on campus you could have made a proposal on, related to GC, related to whatever, but why this is coming? This can be easily be done after you become a part of the team, right?
Yes, sir, it can obviously be done after I become a General Secretary Social and Culture, but right now this is a part of my proposal which I propose to initiate after consultation with the events head in my team.
And don't you think it is responsibility of a G.Sec to introduce a new genre? You're actually taking an issue, don't you think that?
Yes, sir, I believe it's an initiative of a General Secretary to introduce new genre in Springfest.
We are running short of time. If the panel has any more questions, they may ask. Otherwise, we'll have to close the show. So, right.